and gentlemen, welcome back to STR Wrestling Review. I am your host, Saber, and today we will be reviewing last night's episode of Monday Night Raw, which took place on May 19th, 2025. The show started off with Logan Paul coming out saying that he's going to beat Jey Uso for his championship. But then midway through his promo, Gunther came out saying that he thinks Logan Paul is really good for business, but that he's not a real wrestler, and that he'll take it as an insult if he wins, because whoever wins that match goes on to face Gunther, and Gunther wants to finish up Jey for himself. He doesn't want to finish up Logan Paul. After Gunther leaves, Jey Uso surprise attacks Logan Paul with a super kick. After this, there was a short backstage moment that confirmed that Roxanne Perez has officially signed the contract to join Raw full-time. Next up was a tag team match with Penta and AJ Styles versus JD McDonough and Finn Balor. Early on in the match, we got to see the Penta experience. And after we got to see him on his own, we got to see both Penta and AJ Styles clothesline the other two over the top rope. And then when it was just Penta in the ring again, we got to see a crazy move that was like a bulldog, but right on to JD McDonough's head. As JD McDonough was trying to take out AJ Styles moved, meaning that he had just hit Finn Balor. And as the match continued, they got outside of the ring. And AJ Styles delivered a inverted DDT to JD McDonough. Shortly after this, Carlito interferes and slams AJ Styles' head into the post. But then back into the action in the ring, we see Penta deliver a Spanish fly to Finn Balor. But then on the action in the ring, we see Penta deliver a Spanish fly to JD McDonough, followed by a Mexican destroyer. El Grande Americano then comes into the match, headbutts Penta with the metal thing inside his mask, making them lose, and Finn Balor pinned Penta to get the win. Next up is a match for the Money in the Bank qualifier. So it's Natalya versus Becky Lynch versus Roxanne Perez. This was a really good match because almost right away, Natalya almost delivered a double sharpshooter, but unfortunately she couldn't. Becky Lynch goes in for a pin to Natalya, but Lyra Valkyria pulls her out of the ring so she can't complete it. This gives Roxanne Perez just enough time to pin Natalya, meaning that she will go to Money in the Bank. Then, in another short backstage moment, Sami Zayn tells Jey Uso that no matter what, he's got his back, especially for Saturday night's main event. Next up was a match between Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, and Grayson Waller. Now, I don't think Grayson Waller was having a good day, because within one slap, he was knocked down. And when he got back up, right away there was a chopping battle. Now, this match, like I just said, had a bunch of chops and slaps. And right after the chopping battle, Grayson Waller tried to go in with Sheamus's 10 beats, but only got to 4. Sheamus then delivered a crazy knee to Waller, and then did this really weird move where he dropped him onto the top rope. Now, you could tell that Waller was scared, because he tried to leave. But then Austin Theory tried to encourage him to stay. But Waller said nope. Tried to leave again, but then Sheamus picked him up and gave him the 10 beats across the chest. And the whole time, Austin Theory was in the corner giggling. And this made Sheamus pick up the victory. Next up was a Money in the Bank qualifying match between Rhea Ripley, Kairi Sane, and Zoe Stark. One of the first moves in the match was a dropkick to Rhea Ripley from Zoe Stark. Next up, when Zoe Stark was performing her missile dropkick, unfortunately, her leg gave out and she fell on it. Now, I don't think this was a fake because they took her out of the match for this one, but we do wish you a speedy recovery. After she got took out, Rhea Ripley tried to perform the Riptide to Kairi Sane, but somehow she countered that and gave a crazy elbow to Rhea Ripley. But then, after this, Rhea Ripley was finally able to perform her Riptide move, which resulted in her getting the 1-2-3 to go to the Money in the Bank tournaments. Next up, in a backstage promo with Rusev, he says that he admires Akira's confidence, but that doesn't mean that he's going to hold back and that he is still going to fight him this Monday. In another backstage moment, it was the Judgment Day all hanging out. And then Finn Balor comes in with Roxanne Perez, saying that she should be the one to replace Liv Morgan for the meantime to be the new temporary tag team champion. He also gives gifts to many of the Judgment Day members, just like Liv did when she was trying to get into the Judgment Day. And finally, for the main event, it was Jey Uso, who of course came from the audience to the ring, and Braun Breaker. He delivered a belly-to-belly suplex, and then when Jey Uso was going for a suicide dive, Braun Breaker caught him, slammed him in the table, and then jumped on him. Then when they all got back in the ring, Jey Uso delivered an insane, an awesome, a powerful Samoan drop. Then as Braun Breaker tries to go in for a spear, Jey Uso reverses it into a super kick. And then when Braun Breaker grabs a chair, again, Jey Uso kicks it out of his hands. Then as Jey Uso is running the ropes, Paul Heyman grabs his legs, and then Jey Uso gets really mad at this, so he gets out of the ring, starts walking towards Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman at this point is ready to fight, but then right as Jey Uso is about to hit him, Seth Rollins slams onto Jey Uso outside of the ring. And due to the interference by Seth Rollins, Jey Uso wins the match. But after Seth Rollins comes, he starts trying to fight back and even gets Seth Rollins into the ring. But then when Braun Breaker comes, there's no way he could fight off Seth and Braun Breaker on his own. So that's when we hear Sami Zayn's music. He comes out, is ready to get in. The fans are chanting CM Punk, CM Punk, and then we hear CM Punk's music. CM Punk comes up and they all start a full-out brawl. This eventually goes into the audience, which gives Jey enough time to get his hand raised as the official winner. But then, since no one else is in the ring with him, Logan Paul comes and sneak attacks Jey. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this week's Raw review. My name is Saber. You have been watching STR Wrestling Review, and thank you for watching.